Dr. Jeremiah, what's going to happen now? And I remember one night during the last 2 or 3 weeks, kind of laying awake at night and beginning to think about it. And I can't remember all of these, but I'm going to share a few of them with you. What happened to Noah after God sheltered him for a year? He came out and became the father of many nations. What happened to Elijah after God sheltered him at the brook Cherith? He went to Mount Carmel and he was victorious against the prophets of Baal. What happened to David when he was anointed king and was sheltered for 15 years before he actually took the throne? What happened to him was he became king, he became a man after God's own heart and gave us most of the Psalms. Switch over to the New Testament. What happened to Paul after he spent 3 years in the wilderness after his conversion? He came back and turned the world upside down. Oh, let's go back to the Old Testament. What happened to Jonah when he spent that time in the belly of the whale? After his sheltering was over, he went to Nineveh and preached the greatest revival in recorded history. Over and over and over again, and you end up here. What happened to Jesus when he was sheltered in the tomb for 3 days? He came out of the tomb and brought salvation to all of us. So we need to understand that while all of this is very difficult, we need to understand God is up to something, and I don't know what he's going to do, but I know what he's done. And when I know what he's done, I have a pretty good idea of what he's going to do. The reality is that challenges like this determine whether we have faith or not. Somebody said, well, this happened to me and it made me this way. No, this happened to us and it revealed who you are. You don't become something because of what happens to you. You reveal who you are. And so during this time of coronavirus, we're seeing faith being sorted out. It's surprising to me in my church to see the people who have really stepped forward, who are quiet and kind of unassuming, and you wonder, where are they in the faith journey? Well, they're the giants. They're stepping forward during the faith challenge. And others who might be more overt in their faith seem to disappear. Here's what I've learned over the years of walking with the Lord. Tragedy, calamity, challenges sort out your faith. And faith is, the Bible says faith is believing something that you can't see. There's the old idea that seeing is believing, but faith says believing is seeing. When you believe God, you know that no matter what happens, he's there. God is enough. He is taking us through this. And in the midst of all of this, while we're all challenged and basically in our humanity, I don't know about you and me, but Don and I are kind of frustrated that we can't do some of the things we love to do. But in the midst of all of it is this great ironclad truth that we know God, we believe God, we can trust God, and that tells us where our faith lies.